Instant. Nekas will be. Yeah. And I hope that LG gets some kind of CT side, because on T side, this is where we saw one map where he had like 27 kills on the T side of Inferno versus SK. I might be inflating that number a little bit, but it was high.
Wow, Showtime literally walked into face first into a bullet. How often can you legitimately say that?
Once in your life.
He walked face first into the bullet. SK moving into the A site. They've got one play towards Arch, and the rest of them will be in quad. They've smoked it off. If there were more CT assailants, then they would be safe, relatively speaking. But here they come now. Luminosity 3 from the Arch position. One shot. One kill for Cold Zero. Delivers a second. And Taco will take the third. No kills for Dead in that round, but I'm sure he will be on the way soon.
Oh, that's what we waited for.
Is that what the update was for?
I think that's what we waited for. I wonder what happens when you kill them if the jack-o'-lantern breaks.
I like when they first started updating the chickens and putting them in little robes and stuff. I hated it so much.
I was walking back from lunch and I saw somebody with a Jason mask get arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he carrying a? What does a Jason carry?
He carries like a machete, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he had the mask, and the mask was up, and he was handcuffed, and I'm not sure what crime he committed.
There is a basketball player who somebody tweeted me. He was wearing Nikes, and he got someone to draw a Jason. So it looks like the Nike swoosh is a giant sword. I retweeted it. Check it out.
I'm confused.
It looks pretty cool.
I'll check it out.
Basically, look at my Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? At Launders?
What's wrong with you, man? Showtime has a lot to try and hold on to. It's a nice kill for him.
Showtime.
I mean, he's 1 versus 2. I mean, he's got full. He's got a.
Oh
no!
Oh my
Taco!
God! It's 1v1.
Don't do it! He's got a flashbang, but he makes the hero play with the flashbang, and he ain't the hero. Not the one that they needed. Not this time.
You think he's a Lakers fan? Showtime.
I don't know the reference. I'm from London.
Oh yeah, right.
I have an Orlando
Sometimes
Magic
I forget,
keyring.
James.
I have an Orlando Magic keyring. It was funny working with Shaq in Vegas 2 years ago, whenever it was, because when I was a kid, I was quite into basketball, but at school, if you rarely got to play basketball, and the other option was when they allowed the kids to choose what they wanted to play, and they would always say football, obviously, so you never got to play. But you know, I was a fan of basketball, and I had a basketball with Shaq on it when he was an Orlando Magic player.
Huh. That's probably worth a lot of money.
I don't have it anymore. I left on a bus, unfortunately.
On a bus of all places.
That sucked. But yeah, so I'm on. Even though I don't really follow the sport, if I had to pick a team, it would be Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
So I have an Orlando Magic keyring because I'm a fraud on my keys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, another interesting. It's like a funny way to pick your favorite team. Actually, I was talking to Mango about this. The Smash player.
Yeah.
He's born and raised in Southern California, but his favorite team. Oh my God.
You've chosen a terrible time to talk about this story, Launders. You really have to think about what you're doing and the impact on our show. Luminosity fighting for control of the banana area. The smoke. There is a smoke down on the bomb. I was going to say the bomb is down on the smoke. But this is an absolute slaughter. For all their deaths, for all the bodies strewn across banana. There's only one kill for SK, and it seems that maybe Fur will also lie down, and the banana will be for scale.
There's so much time left on the clock. Seems like he's gonna give it a go.
He knows he's being baited. He ate it. He's got to find that kill though before the push comes in. Spotted 3 players. But only one more will be taken away. So let's see what money SK have left. They've got good money for the most part. Dead has got 1700, but that's okay. That's okay. He's been thrown a gun. Fallen's got an AWP, no Kevlar, and dropped an AK for his teammate.
What a guy. He did some quick math there.
I think that's hard to do though. AWP, no Kevlar I mean, once the beginning of the round is gone, and all these grenades have been thrown, then maybe life is easier for the Orba. Oh, well, that
Shallow.
AK is being used well.
That's an interesting way to do banana control. They get in front of the smoke. I don't know. It might. Was that a T-smoke that ended up? I'm not sure.
It's normally a T-smoke into a CT Molotov. I do wonder if he was blind and went to the wrong side of the wall by accident.
I hate when that happens. Anything is possible when you can't see. That's why you should just close your eyes and believe. But here, they had the 5v4, and then Fur walked through an arch smoke and died. Well, they got 2 kills, so at least they're still up a man. But maybe they tried to press their advantage too hard just now.
Luminosity putting a second player towards the A site, who will walk beyond this angle just in time, and then he's walking back. And he sees 3 players there! And now he is dead. The information is known for Luminosity, but what can they do? It's Showtime alone. He's going to get scalped, leaving Yell over towards B. Will even make his way towards A. It's 1 versus 4. He's got 1250 in the bank. But maybe he will try to hide in plain sight by taking a weird angle. Not much else we can expect from him. Cold is making his way past in the meantime. And there's actually nobody with the bomb.
He's going to see him. Oh, I guess not.
Okay, Dead is going back. But anyway, Yell's not going for it. It would be suicide. Suicide, it's a suicide.
And that is
Jedi mind tricks.
illegal. Jedi mind tricks, wow. Really rolling back the years here with the references.
Who's the guy who made their beats? Stoop or something?
I don't remember.
No idea.
Whoever it is.
Vinny Paz was on
Their beats
Pass.
their beats were the best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have amazing
Their beats were
yeah.
amazing. You can they're the kind of beats where you can say any kind of nonsense and it's just gonna sound awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Remember when Immortal Technique turned down $1 million record deal from Sony?
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure you regretted that.
He's real, man. He's a realist.
He is
realist. The realist real. Real recognized real.
That's true. Does that make you real?
Recognized real, bro. Yeah, it does. It does. Definitely does. Turning down money makes you real.
That's true.
Heard it here first. Also makes you an idiot. But that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're a real idiot.
Real idiot.
All right. Push is on the way here for SK, but it will be met by counter grenades, so perhaps not. It's going to be slowed down. They don't want to run into smokes and get themselves killed by pistols. That's what you want to avoid.
Very tenuous situation here. It's about to get cramped at top mid.
It is. Basically, everyone on the server is about to be there.
Oh, yeah.
There's already a flank coming as well. Deagle does not land. If Cello hits that first shot, things get really interesting for Luminosity. However, they are struggling. Oh, wow. The flank actually did come in at a very good timing here. This forward setup has stopped SK, and all of a sudden, it's a 3v3. Very weird situation. That bomb is stuck at top mid. It's actually kind of visible to the players in mid, I think, from the corner. But looks like SK are probably going to be good from this point onwards. Oh, okay. I don't know how Taco does not get that kill.
Get a kill, he didn't do 1 damage.
That is nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, if they double peek with 1 guy in the pits, that's going to be awesome. But the bomb has been rescued for SK. Plant it now. Plant it soon.
Being plantarized.
Planterize the bombzors. Does he hear the arch player? He does, just in time. Stereo frags. 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Dolby surround sound. Let's go.
To the left, to the right, to the day, to the night. Rory workout. James. Rory workout.
Very good. Very, very good.
Fur has like 3 sapphires. He has a butterfly sapphire, an M9 sapphire, and a Bowie sapphire.
Bowie sapphire is that's quite nice.
Yeah, it's the most amount of blue possible.
Dig. I have a full fade Bowie. Glorious.
Why does the Deagle sound? Does it sound weird to you? Deagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds weird when it's being shot. Actually, that sounds weird as well. Everything sounds weird to me now.
Yeah, it does sound weird. Sounds like I'm listening through a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's
That sounded normal though.
That does
The
not
flashbang
sound
sounded normal, but the gun sounds very weird.
Yeah.
It's like an implosion.
Potato.
Tomato. How many 1-deeks? Does that count?
Nope.
That was 2 deeks.
198 shots were fired that round. Thanks, CSGO. Thank you for that information.
Respect. How this happened, I have no idea.
Okay, well, 6-1, and Luminosity in for a buy again. In for that buy. They've got the AWP on yellow, of course, and he is going to be... Is he going to be playing? Where is he going to be? Is he mid? No, he's on his teammates' head. In B.
Brazilian on head.
Brazilian on head.
He said it like a native Indian chief.
Nice pick up there. Catching dead, looking for that info. He's going to get denied that info.
Why does it sound weird?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just getting used to it. It's fine. Everything's fine. The therapist is back. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Therapist stand. When you know you've really hit rock bottom and gone beyond. You found a sinkhole. You went to rock bottom and found a sinkhole to go deep. Therapist stand is just waiting in a chair.
It's into therapist stand's office. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We need that the picture of the dog in the room that's
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah.
With Dan.
And also the picture of the blue hole. Ah.
But that's not what that sounds like. HTR.
Yeah.
I use it.
HTRF.
It's good.
So for those of you who can't hear, they think the CSGO update changed some sound things, but...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, boy!
All right, Deads. All righty.
Wow, see how far that diffuse kit rolled. It rolled to his feet.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope
Why?
Can we get a replay of the defuse kit?
That is really weird.
Uh-oh.
Need to see that roll. Well, Fallen able to poke out into A, and that's going to distract the attention of PKL. And Cello King alone to deal with B. But that's okay, because the bomb's rotating to A, making it Fallen's problem. Fallen's problem? Fallen? Cello's problem. PKL's problem. Over to you, James. I can't do this.
Oh!
Oh, that was... Oh, well. Could have got weird.
That was a risky one. Alright, let's see what this...
This update did.
Spooky sound update.
Ah! Yeah, no, he is right. He is correct. Set audio output to stereo headphones, HRTF, for all players next time they start CSGO. Valve, I can't believe you've done this.
HTRF is good.
It is, but maybe not for broadcasting.
Huh. Oh, that makes sense.
Why don't you should just go in and change it in the menu.
Do it live.
Do it live! Do it live! Come on, Sliggy, I believe in you. Sligwell. Oh, actually, ironically, Cello could kill pretty much everyone.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, Cello was, he was AFK.
That's pretty funny. Maybe he got Uber Eats.
Maybe there was one game where I think a dog was like peeing or something in the house, so
Forrest.
someone just went AFK.
I think that was Forrest. Had to walk his dog. Wait.
Oh, calls on one. Why is Dead killing everyone? I don't even know.
I don't know either.
He's top
Like,
fragging
these
again.
are all very good
literally,
players. that he's
literally top
playing
fragging again.
against. Yeah.
He's just top fragging every match.
Picking up that slack.
It's very strange. It's not even by a small margin.
No.
Ah, they've also enabled the new audio occlusion system for all players. Users are reporting that occlusion is now protected by SV cheats. So there is now no way to disable it online. It's enabled. Now that it's enabled for all. Back in the ring. It's interesting. I think if I wonder what percentage of people had enabled HRTF, because it takes some getting used to, but it is better, I find. So I would imagine there'll be many complaints. Oh my God, change is bad.
Change is bad. Yeah, I can hear it. It's really annoying.
But embrace.
Yeah, all about to embrace.
Oh boy.
The push, the famas. Oh dear. Well, I guess we can count it as 2 PL. Now this is a weird spot here for Luminosity. The bomb can freely make its way towards A. That said, both Cello and PKL are sort of in the vicinity. If PKL can get a cheeky frag or 2, never mind. He'd die. If I just like went turret mode, Cello's still, he's dead. Another round for SK.
Nice.
9-2, and the money's broken once again for Luminosity. Need a save before they can buy. Life could be better for Luminosity.
You think Phelps is just on the wrong Steam account?
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, Taco sent a tweet which basically said that Phelps would play today for ECS, so I don't...
No, it's his ping from Brazil. That's the problem.
Oh.
His ping sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess they didn't find that out until it was too late to realize.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Bolts.
He has the same name, but it's not Bolts, because Bolts always presses Q when he kills people.
Oh. That's a tell.
He's a Q spammer. QQ.
I unbound it. Unbound quick switch.
Really?
Yes.
Did you have the habit of like making your gun fresh, so to speak?
Yeah. It's after you spray, if you switch, then and you need to you're not going to shoot until your recoil resets. You would do it, but then it would bleed over into unnecessary situations. Switching just to check that you have the right nade to switch to.
Yeah, I would occasionally do that.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I'm pretty good at this.
The weirdest part was I switched it off, and it didn't take me any time to get used to it. It didn't feel weird at all. And then I wondered, when did I ever need it?
Never really.
The big change I did was binding number 4 to only select a HE grenade and not cycle through grenades.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Because I have an individual button for every grenade.
That's what everyone should have. There's only a few pros that don't. Jordan was talking about how he still does that. That's a bad habit of his. JW does that. It's really bad. Gotta have at least your flashes bound to it.
Yeah.
SK trying to fight back. 10-2 scoreline. I didn't even notice the score. It's pretty damn good for SK, but there's still fight in Luminosity yet. Cello makes his way through the smoke. There is time for SK to wait this out, but they have gone through smokes before, and it seems they may try to do it again. Fur, of course. They're all tagged, however, so this is winnable for the CT side, who are just rotating now into CT spawn.
That's a pretty big miss from Cello, I think.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God.
They don't have any nades to get this. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but they don't know that they don't have nades, so they're looking for better positions. It's showtime.
Fur and Fallen.
So
After plant positions are pretty good, especially Fur's spot. Is Fallen good for 1? Yes, he is, and maybe he's done enough now. Showtime has to figure out where Fur is, has no idea. Actually, I think he was perhaps anticipating Banana even, interestingly. Either way, 11-2. I said that I felt like Luminosity would have a good CT side, and that would put the burden on their T side. I was completely wrong.
You know the bind that pros don't remove is auto buy. So they'll press auto buy by accident on a LAN, right? Then they'll ask for a restore of the round, and then there's like a 20-minute delay. Because the
they'll ask for a restore on the round when they auto buy?
Yeah.
What?
Of course, it happens all the time.
You're allowed to do that? That's not even...
It happens all the time, regardless of if
that's
you
like
are
saying
or
I whiffed. Please, match medic.
Regardless of if you are or aren't, it happens all the time. They auto buy, ask to restore the round, and it doesn't work, and then you got like 10, 15, 20-minute delay.
I don't think that should be allowed. It's human error.
Happens all the time.
I agree with you. Launders should not be allowed.
I find it absurd that you have to agree with me. That this isn't just the way it is.
Yeah, why not just remove said bind.
I use auto buy sometimes, but I don't really ever regret it.
I thought a man of your panache, Launders,
Precision.
would not have auto buy.
Well, there are specific amounts of money you can have where it's fine. Like
Yeah.
if you have $8,000 and it'll buy you an AK and whatever.
Yeah, I actually did the same as you. There was I would only use it in spots where I specifically knew what it would do, basically.
I don't know. How do you know what it does? I don't know what it does.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
pressed it so many times for
Yeah, yeah.
It's not part of my config.
It just tries to get you like the best buy, and once you do it a few times, you sort of realize how it works.
Yeah, it's not gonna buy you like a SG if you have 8,000 though. It's gonna buy you an AK.
Yeah, it prioritizes the gun and the armor, and it doesn't think about nades, basically. So that's why it can get weird, because if you press it and you haven't calculated your money correctly, then you can't get nades.
It's bad on CD side because it'll
Yeah.
buy you a kit before.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Wow, Ferg going pretty ham here. Double entry into the A side, forcing his way through quad and into the crosshairs of Cello, who's actually occupying Graveyard at the moment, looking for the next players. But SK going to try to do this smart, try to get that 13-round scoreline. Cello pushes out there.
Oh, 6 XP, Yell. 6 HP. Careful of those flames. Oh, he's so close, but doesn't quite hit the shot. And it's a very late rotation from Nekes. The outstanding performer so far, but not this time. Dead. Finishing off the job. 15 kills for him. He's tied for top fragger.
Yeah, but he has no assists. So
It's because he's clinical.
Yeah, he shoots to kill, man.
Yeah,
He's
he
precise.
shoots to dead man's.
He shoots to
Jeez.
dead. I think that's how he chose his name, because he creates dead.
Yeah.
He makes dead.
He makes you dead.
He makes dead.
Can't believe you guys are auto buy plebs. Dead needs to dead you guys as well.
Well, I only do it in spots. I've never done it in a spot where it's screwed me over, ever. Not once.
That's not the point.
It is though. it literally is though. Because it goes back to this point. It's like human error.
It's not cool, man. It's not cool. You can't be seen doing that.
No one has to know.
Oof. I love those one taps. The USP, nothing better. Well, there is some things that are better, like Deagle as well. But anyway.
One thing I don't like about the deagle on the pistol is you don't get to knock a helmet off. So you only get a gush from a headshot.
Yeah.
Not quite as satisfying.
Nothing will ever be as satisfying as the 1.6 headshots.
Oh yeah.
I don't know like what it was, but those were so incredibly intensely satisfying.
How intense are we talking, Dad?
Like it's actually nuts. Like it was such a sick feedback for me that it made me grind like all
Yeah,
the
what were you
deathmatch
grinding?
and fun maps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
The FY maps.
It's the only reason Dan is here today.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
FY Iceworld was my MP9. No, not MP9. Bloody, what was it?
MP7.
MP5.
No, TMP.
TMP.
Oh, MP7.
Yeah.
TMP on FY Iceworld was unstoppable.
Someone found like a TMP file, like an Uzi file in the CSGO files. File in the files?
What is attack 21 as well, isn't there?
Fallen.
Yeah.
Fallen fails.
I think they just plant them there like fossils.
I think they, you know, I think attack 21. I do wonder if they had intentions and like, oh my god, wait a minute, let's put this on hold. We've got this revolver. we can be like GoldenEye again, and then they released it, and it's like, oh my god, everybody hates us.
What have we done?
What have we done? 13-3. SK on the back foot now after Luminosity win the pistol, but how far can that pistol take them?
I'm glad to see their T side because I actually like. Well, I want to see Nekes if Nekes is.
Yeah.
This was the map he had versus SK. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen amazing stuff from him on his T sides here.
Yeah.
Especially like entering round A. It's been really solid in the past. Taco is gonna get the kill. Whoa, Showtime is that's that position, man.
He just got nailed to that wall.
Yeah, it's like a stake gun from Painkiller. Stake to the wall. Right, well, SK are in a decent position here because Luminosity are like forcing their way into the bomb site. Fer gets himself a quick kill. The second one doesn't follow though. Falling gets caught in construction, and that's kind of a big issue. Taco will I mean, maybe if Cole can get something out of this, Taco can try to force his way in as well. He's got the AK. He is not long for this world.
What an angle.
13-4 as Luminosity gain an additional round. Oh dear. Cole has taken over the fragging there.
There's still time, boys. There's still time.
Dead. He's needs to get in there, man. Needs to get in there this round.
He's got a P250. There it is. Flashes from the T side. A clear banana. This is not a very dangerous anti-eco round for them. There are no grenades here for the... What do you think? Were they trying to run boost, or were they just deciding to stack in the middle of pool?
There's a good stack. Or if you sit in pool, sometimes you can catch somebody clearing, wide swinging on the site. But interesting to see a Toto pull.
I never forget. I forget what team it was. The entire team were ecoing on Mirage in CPL, and someone came along with a Mac 10
Oh yeah.
or a UMP and just annihilated them.
Wasn't it Breeze who killed them all? I remember Breeze killed them all.
I don't recall, but it was hilarious.
Just painted the walls with them.
Wait a minute, it's a 4 versus 2. This is an anti-eco round. They only have P250s.
Yeah, the bomb is down though now, so the chances have significantly decreased for SK. As soon as you get the bomb down,
He has a molly. He should be using.
this is another reason why for teams who struggle on anti-ecos, the best thing that is possible as far as objectives are concerned is to plant the bomb, because then the CTs can't find engagements with their pistols. They have to come to you. They have to go to the bomb. They have to, you're forced into unfavorable engagements. And so if you struggle on anti-ecos, find good ways to get bombs down reliably against pistols, and then go from there. And you should be good to go. Some teams just try to play picks and so on. It's like, well, definitely going to help out the CTs in that instance. Just slow it down for them.
Yeah, I hate the waiting too long thing that people do. There's nothing scarier watching a team do that.
Yeah.
From the outside.
Definitely. And Taco going for a fast second mid play. It's beautiful. Only one player there. That's a perfect spot for Taco. He can't get punished, although he does have to be careful with the response up Arch, which Dead was completely unawares to. Now Cole's on the site, has to win these 1v1s. That's a good catch on the 6th or 7th bullet there. Gets the dink onto Cello, allowing Taco to easily finish him off. And Taco has controlled things on the site, but PKL could very well sneak in, and that could be the difference maker. PKL has to make this work.
Surely Neckers didn't mean to jump in that situation. That was bizarre. Taco has thrown the AK to go for that pick on the balcony, by the way, because Cold took it into the previous round. Yell, top mid with a minute on the clock. Definitely opportunity to do this. They tried to limit his options with the smoke grenade, and Fallen is watching it. Smart Fallen.
Oh. Smart yell. Will he go in the halls?
Ooh. Taco's coming in from the back. And I think Fallen just, so Taco's flanking to Boiler, and Fallen flashed short, which is the only other place he could be, if not through the smoke, to delay him to allow Taco to be activated. So smart from SK. So smart from SK. Just the way they're thinking about it. What can we do? What does he want to do? What are his options? How can we limit his options? Funnel him into one position and then take him out from the back.
Or maybe maybe they didn't think of any of it. Maybe it's just all coincidence.
Perhaps it's all coincidence. Yes, it's all random decisions taken by SK.
God's plan.
But it's probably what you did say. Probably that. The grenades really suck for Luminosity in this round. They don't have any presence towards Banana as well, which again is sort of a problem. I feel like Banana control at this stage really forces you as a tease to slow down the round, because I don't think you want to act when the Banana control is so fresh and deep for the CTs without dealing with that.
Will he see? Oh.
Ooh, wow.
Will he be able to see them? Oh, not really.
In fact, he just kind of gets wrecked. Oh, whoa.
Hello.
Jeez.
So they just exploded top mid, and that just worked. That just straight up worked. And it worked because the frags came so quickly. But that's something that's hard to account for. You can't necessarily predict that your frags will come instantaneously. Because otherwise, if it slowed down, let's say the CTs get a frag, or they have got really good counter grenades, then or if they're playing a setup which actually has a player on arch so that they can do that, then all of a sudden the flank from deep banana is going to be a massive problem. We actually already saw a round like that earlier on the first half, where SK were able to, Luminosity were able to punish SK with a fast flank. I think it was this game. Had so many matches today, it all blends together already. Good defense there. Keep the M4s into the next round. Fur killed 2 separate bomb carriers in that round.
Guardian tweeted, CSGO dev, "You are changing stuff that doesn't need change. All we ask for is fix for nuke sounds. The hell is this bubble sound? Bad update."
Bloody bubble sound.
What bubble sound is he talking about?
I've been telling you guys about the bubble sound, man.
Sad you do stuff like this to the game. You are even proud of it.
Sad.
I'll tell you, you do awful job with updating the game. Learn from Dota devs.
Whoa.
Learn from Dota devs.
Whoa. I would love to know if he even plays Dota.
Oh my god. What if they just shut this whole thing down?
After that tweet,
Yeah.
So
What was that? What if that's the last straw, man?
If any of you know what the bubble sound is, do send me a tweet.
He's probably talking about the underwater map.
Underwater map.
I do wonder, like, again, I would imagine that a lot of pros have not toyed with HRTF, so they've all had it turned on by force. And they're just like, what on earth? Because you need to adjust to it.
It's solid. I mean, everyone.
It's good.
It's really good.
Just play deathmatch for like 2-3 hours and you should be good.
To be fair, there is actually a point, an extent to which that they have to force certain things. Like that's probably one thing where it's like they should actually force that so it's universal. Having gameplay elements be different for different people is.
I mean, I would say it's
weird.
objectively better, and you also still have the option to turn it off. All it's doing is getting new players to use that first.
Yeah.
But they've turned occlusion on at the same time.
Yeah.
So it could be occlusion.
Oh, okay.
Which is I think, is that on by force? Or is it? Yeah, I think that's on by force.
There was something that was updated that was weird, that made something weird, so I think it was occlusion.
Yeah. Occlusion on by force.
Guardian does sound pretty salty though, like
Change man sound by force.
Like yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. Fast push into the A site. It's not looking too shabby here, but Cold is just going straight in. Perhaps he can grab the AK, but no, he goes straight for the finisher on Yell, but Yell does pick him out of the sky with that P250. And now it's down to Dead. And we already know that he is probably going to kill everyone because that's the kind of man he is. He's going to make them dead. Maybe not, he has become dead.
Ooh. PKL, when does he peak? He's playing the off angle, but Yell will be the man to deliver the final kill. Still a very long road for Luminosity. They have half the score of SK Gaming. So it's a long, arduous road. Arid.
So crazy seeing like that this org is now Luminosity, but like thinking about the name Luminosity as like the best team.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's like so different.
It's kind of cool that it continued being a legacy of Brazilian teams. Like
That is cool.
and also that the Luminosity are becoming more and more legit every season. The last couple of seasons they were definitely punching bags, but this season they look like they could take a top. They could enter top 4. They are in the running for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Collusion's on by force. By force.
And what is it exactly? Do we know?
There's a 3 Clicks Philip made a video. I can't remember how to describe it. I watched the video and I read what it meant, but I can't remember. But he made a video demonstrating. Yeah, I don't think it's like an update relating to directional sound. I don't know. Just you check out his video.
All the smokes.
I'm gonna go for a boost. A little boost.
This is quite often checked for actually. but if we can get the first frag and get off, then it's fine, but no. Any AKs there for Taco? Nope, can't find it. This round is on though. Taco, rather, sorry, Cold Zero is coming up banana, but he's got to win against the AWP of Yell. It is possible if Yell whiffs the shot. Taco, oh, great entry there, and now it is down to Yell, who takes down Cold Zero. Here he comes, looking around the corner, trying to get that shot of peak, trying to bait Taco further forward, further away from the bomb, whiffs the shot, out comes the pistol, gets the kill somehow. And, well, that's going to be another round for Luminosity. They are doing quite some work here to bring themselves back into winning ways.
6 rounds.
Well played, well played. That was nice. Really nice shot from Yell. I think he was Cold Zero jumping over the wall just to bait out a shot.
So, oh, gotta hate it when that happens. I haven't seen that happen once on Inferno yet, but first time for everything. 6 rounds away. If SK lose this, then 14-10 is likely. That's a great shot from Nekis. Took a lot of damage, but it's about the round lead, about the threat. He will exchange places as Ferme realized that he shot him in the face, and someone else may look to capitalize, and that may be what PKL was looking for in return. Only Yell with a sniper rifle in this round. This wasn't the most spectacular buy for SK, but again, if they lose this round, then 14-10, we should see a full buy from them.
Yeah, they're a little low on utility. Gonna go for that banana repeat, and oh, Fallen misses the initial. I don't know if Yell was blind or not, but
he's further away, so even if he was, he would recover quicker than players who were closer.
So I was wondering if that first peek, if you got him.
They know someone else is here because the flash was thrown by someone else. Nekis is just a human turret today. He's a Dalek, he's on wheels. Well then.
SK have only won one round in the second half. And I'm starting to wonder now,
Are they washed up?
is this a problem? Like, is this half going to be a problem for them?
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. What was the one round that they did win? I'm trying to think.
Oh, the chickens have pumpkins on their head.
Yeah.
Is that also in with this update, or was it in before and I just didn't notice?
It's the actual real reason for the update.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember that up the Halloween one where they all had masks?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of insane.
They're little ghosts.
Yeah. No, I mean the player models. So literally the player models have masks.
Oh.
Do you not remember that?
Oh, that was ages ago.
That was a long time ago. But that's like, to me, that's kind of insane that they did that, because it's like you're having this inconsistency now to what the head models will look like. You know, for competitive players, kind of nuts, and you couldn't take it off, right? So that was pretty nuts to me that was a thing for a while.
You know what I only learned like a few weeks ago was that you could press E on chickens and they'd follow you around.
Oh, right.
I didn't know that.
You got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, exactly.
The round between the rounds for SK. Deagles and an M4.
SK really looking for that unexpected round victory where they get someone on a 1D and then they steal a gun away, make it awkward for the other team, but they just can't quite seem to find those openings against Luminosity right now, which definitely is good. Speaking to Luminosity. So you can see they're playing really passively right now. And this is quite cool again because, if SK were to make some crazy play, then you can account for that, you can deal with it, you can keep everything in check. And now that they're going for sort of delayed map control.
Oh yeah, it's actually Luminosity's anti-ecos are really weak sometimes. If you don't give them a kill, they're just like CLG. Like 5v5, they'll take way too long.
Yeah.
They wait so patiently for frags on ecos. Even here, they're at 5v3, they haven't grouped yet. They're all like spread out, risking getting picked off and then getting forced into another site.
And that's like the funny thing as well, is like understanding how optimally to play against certain teams, because as you say, against like CLG against this team, you don't really want to do anything. You want to let them hang themselves by just sitting there waiting for frags that will never come. And then use your smokes really late in the round and then GG. But they finally will move upon a site, and it will be a success, as SK did offer up some early round kills to them. So that will pay off there for Luminosity now as they are 4 rounds behind. And yeah, it's a struggle, but they're getting there.
Yeah, SK give himself a real buy here though. Full nades, 2 ops. Don't have to move much, just hit shots.
So we've got this round, they've got 14-12, 14-14. 3 more opportunities for SK to get to match point and avoid disaster.
Is that Neckers? He does this.
Oh boy,
Oh, yeah.
can they get around the corner in time? Just about. Neckers not going all the way. Never know what lies or how flash they were. That's lucky for SK, you might say. Lucky looking dangerous with a pop flash.
That was a sick nade.
That's a meaty grenade.
Whoa, that did more than 50? Is that possible? I thought a heat grenade could only do 50 to armor.
So Luminosity looking for that B hits. They have a lurker towards apps. I'm not sure if that lurker will actually press towards A though. It looks like if he was, he would be missing for the CTs. It's too far away. Although Luminosity are just sort of biding their time at the moment. And the problem is that if you, in this position, I think they're taking too much time because it allows SK to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's 40 seconds. They haven't cleared out top mid.
Yeah, they...
SK are still spotting, so... They haven't caused any rotates, though. They're SK relying on their op shots, and they only go 1 for 1.
Oh, I think Fer might have been spotted. Or was he? Man, look how fast that shot is. There's a gap in the smoke, but Cold Zero is not going to scope in. That's going to cost him his position because Cello will see him. He sees the gap as well, and that is the round for Luminosity. How far can they go? 3 CT rounds won in this entire match so far.
1 frag, this half are dead.
Almost looking dead on arrival.
I don't like that one, James.
That was outstanding.
They are, SK for some reason were playing extremely passively in spite of having info on top mid.
Yeah.
I think the B hit was not extremely predictable or anything, but somewhat considering the time left, and they just...
Deserves someone in Speedway.
Yeah,
at the very least.
exactly.
Put someone in Speedway, man. It's called Speedway. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a cool name. Should be there. You should be over there right now.
Yeah, supporting grenades through the CT smoke are really helpful. So they pop on the outside of the smoke. It's really hard to dodge.
I actually wonder how long it's been called Speedway. I don't remember where I learned that from, but it's always been that for me. Perhaps even in the 1.6 days. Either way.
Do they not save guns? They only saved 1 gun? I blacked out for a second.
I think the biggest issue right now is that it's a minute 30 on the clock. Biggest issue for SK. They've only got 1 smoke from raining.
Yeah, I would treat this like a... I really would have liked to see what would happen if it was just 5v5, because Luminosity just wait for pushes.
Well, Fallen's going to go forwards there. He'll get punished by Yell. And this does not look good for SK at the moment. They may be thinking about saving their Kevlars or something, because I don't think that they can do anything now. And honestly, they only need 2 rounds. They it doesn't matter at this point about Luminosity's economy. Their economy means nothing for the outcome of this game for SK. SK just have to get as many buy rounds as possible. And to do so, they need to save these weapons and Kevlar.
I think they only gave themselves they have full loss. So
Can we see the money? Okay, so they're mostly good. It's Cold and Fer.
I guess they can buy next round. Yeah.
Cold will have about 5k and Fer will have about 41, which is not ideal, but it's manageable with 1 AWP.
Yeah, if First survives, he's completely fine. Like on the buy. Totally fine. He can keep his...
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Kevlar already and so on.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They have 2 buys in them, but they haven't proven that they can even win consecutive buy rounds, let alone 1 for so long. So...
Nice, look at that. Oh, he goes for the kill.
But
He's mental.
Doesn't matter though.
Again, he doesn't need to go for the kill. I don't know.
Oh!
That happens so often. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say those logs, man. Sometimes those logs are really annoying.
Yeah.
Wow, but I love that. The second Molotov. No one saw it coming, man. No one saw it coming. Colt definitely didn't see it coming. But he deserves that for fighting. For trying to fight. Although, to be honest, I guess he's just trying to get a kill to make it harder for the next person to maybe push it there. I don't know. But either way, Fer survived, and that was the most important person to survive. because now they have a full buy, but no AWPs. The other thing that SK could draw from this is that Luminosity haven't, like when SK did go for deep banana smokes, Luminosity just went fast A as a response, and I think that's a good sign for SK if they want to do that approach again. But perhaps they don't feel confident because it will take a lot of utility, and they don't have an AWPer. So
this is crazy, man. They're just like instant ultra passive on A and V, and like there's certain maps you can do. You can do this on Mirage sometimes, but on Inferno, I mean, especially when they're not even testing you, it's like, what is your issue with pushing up?
perhaps they're just trying to keep it so, like, just as bare bones and simple as possible, rely on the fundamentals. Maybe that's the easiest way to get the most out of dead, or maybe that's how they see it.
They're relying like really heavily on their aim, and they're relying really heavily on positive sight hold traits, because if each player in B only gets one kill, for example, it's like too late to win the round. You get smoked at CT, you'll lose 3v3. It's even really hard to retake.
That grenade should tell them everything they need to know.
It's just like, and wow, Dead is playing such an important position.
I was just about to say that. Like, I'm surprised Dead is playing the rotation position. It's like you have to make the most decisions.
Yeah.
Of all the positions.
But this time when they take top mid, he rotates towards the B bomb site. Whereas when they didn't, they stayed put and they've played their hand wrong again.
That's the other thing. They just gamble stacked B because they assumed that no one was their top mid and they didn't make noise. Like, that's good by Luminosity, but well, SK had no information, so they had to make a gamble. And they were scared that if their sight hold didn't work out at B, they'd need to fast rotate. So they made a blind one and lost on a gamble, on a 50-50.
What do they do now? Because if they, I mean, it makes sense to buy around these weapons, but if they lose, they're going to be in a very weird spot for the at 14-14.
I really want to know what like Fallen would say about this. What is going on for him?
Absolutely, yeah. Because the passive setups work, like. So I guess this is the thing in like top level CS. There is such a thing as a passive setup, but the passive setup has a level of proactiveness to it because it's like you always need to get an update, like as to how to best play a round out. And the best way to do that, even passively, is to inform your passive setup. And the best way to do that is to every so often get the info play in. Just get that pop flash around the corner from quad, around like 45 seconds, 50 seconds if it's a slow round. See if there's anyone there, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Just those small little things, but they're not doing those. I feel like if Fallen had an AWP, that they would do that. Like Fallen would have someone flash for him, and he would go for the the push with it, with the AWP, and then.
Yeah, I guess they got punished early on in the half trying to like fight for banana control, and then just never wanted to try it again. But they never do bracket. They never do bracket, and that, look, ultra passive again, exact same setup as last round. Let's see if it comes down to a gamble stack. They have a lot of utility, at least. They're holding on to nades. But part of the reason you might want to passive stack is that T's go super aggressive. They blow their load early round. Then they have no nades left at the end of the round. So you like condition them to use their nades early on without rewarding them with any damage or anything like that. But this is not one of those situations because they've just been passive over and over again.
So smoke there onto CT, which will perhaps sort of delay rotation a little bit from SK on the B-bomb site as they question what's going on. It looks like perhaps Fallen may have figured it out and he's going back towards Speedway, where there is another player as well. So it's an interesting setup from SK, because they're going to have two players around Dead's position soon enough.
Well, Dead can raise the alarm. Cole doesn't get a kill though. He has to get a kill there. Now Dead has been smoked out of the library position. Taco's playing around the smoke, but surely he will get harassed. Surely they will spray in his direction. Surely Taco will get shot in the head. And again, SK are in a situation where there are 3 players alive, and they pretty much have to go and save again for next round, because otherwise they're going to lose everything. Don't repeat, please.
Yeah, for real, they need to buy next round.
So Fallen will be able to buy an AWP, drop his weapon. And maybe that will make the difference. Maybe that will allow them to aggress. Maybe that's the change they need, because nothing else is working, as evidenced by the scoreboard, by the consecutive rounds won by both T sides.
The funny thing, this is interesting, right? So one of the funny things here is that I wouldn't say that Luminosity are doing great T-side defaults at all. But at the same time, because, as mentioned by Lornas quite a few times now, due to the fact that SK are playing so passively, it doesn't matter that there is a leak in Luminosity's game as far as map control and information gathering goes. It just doesn't matter. It's just not. It's just something that SK cannot punish them for if they are continuing to play passive setups to the degree where there's not even a level of proactiveness to get information.
Yeah, just like you said, even if they just flashed over B at the end of the round and checked, they find no one there. They have a guaranteed rotate and a fast flank, but they never even do that for some reason. So playing so scared. Best way to put it, I guess.
Well, at least they did win Train just before this.
Oh, it's cold warping. Towards B.
And the reason Inferno was so CT-sided before was like, even if you did lose bottom banana, if you made them go B, you could easily hold the site with 2 people. But now it's such a wide choke point, it's way easier for the T's to get in. It feels way more comfortable to entry. Way harder to hold.
And so far they haven't once held it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this would be a spot where, yeah, so Dead is in a position to get pop flashed in for info. And you want to have, the thing is you have to have like a perfect pop flash for it, so it covers boiler and any peek from mid.
He got a nice peek though. That's an interesting smoke from Showtime. Onto short.
Oh,
So
they're wrapping
when
B.
is the play? But that surely that gives some clues to the CT side. But what can they do about it? Coldwell here, some rotation, and Fallen is making his way forward. Cold Zero picked off in the library position. Can he delay these plays? No, he gets picked off. There are 17 seconds for this bomb to go down. Fur coming out into the open, facing everyone. Oh.
This round has been such a hero effort from Yell. He's dead now, but maybe SK could salvage it. Potentially, it's dead coming up from Banana alone, though. Yeah, I feel like Yell won them the rounds here. They set it up really well, but it had to be Yell covering Cold in library. It had to be Yell. It couldn't have been anybody else. Had to be Yell the AWP, and he does that. Then Yell gets a very fast kill on the CT towards construction that was sort of about to take his teammates unexpectedly because they were running forwards. And Yell was holding an angle. So, massive 2 kills from Yell.
Yeah, that was like a dry run predictability. We're like, okay, this is how exactly we would want it to go. And we'll have like Yell stay back here, hold with the off, best opportunity to get a kill. No one's gonna want to rotate if they know an offense in CT. And then he actually getting the second kill too is just sick. Coming back in time to kill Fur. That was a really nice change up from Luminosity though. Gotta give it to him. But again, like SK just not playing grand foe. Oh, ho, ho.
Punished.
All right.
Punished.
Jeez.
That is such a huge punish. And that may be the straw that did break the camel's back here for SK, because you lose, Fallen right at the start of the round. Now SK are in an interesting position because they aren't in a spot where they can gamble save. So because of that, the only way that they can stack, let's say, 3 on a site is if they have really good information that it's going to be that site. Otherwise, they are very encouraged to go play 2 to a bomb site. And so, like, Luminosity is so hard for them to play this wrong. If they pick a B round and they do it well, just as you said, they haven't yet failed a B push. B is hard to hold with 2 players and no support.
Yeah. Right now, with mid control. Oh, there's a flat. Whoa. Wow, nice trade from Yell. I mean,
he's everywhere, man.
Yeah.
He's so ready.
That was like as quick as he could possibly kill him from Taco.
That's really big because and SK realized the situation that I highlighted there. SK realized that they had to do something on one side of the map, and that because of the banana presence previously experienced, that had to be the players from A. They failed. It has to come down to Fur. It has to come down to Cold. Cold is boosted up, gets immediately killed, not even a frag. Fur with a whiff through the smoke there. Oh, he gets a headshot somehow, but a plant in the open will definitely make it impossible for Fur to predict that. With the AWP. A 2v3 caught out in construction. Now it falls down to Dead. He's been so good for SK, but this is definitely asking a lot of him, and he can't deliver. It's Nekus to secure the W for Luminosity. They get a map off of SK. That's going to go a long way for them. They'll be very happy with that. But SK, Dead did actually do a good job, to be honest, and they did pick up a map. But it's, as you said, what the hell happened here for SK?
Yeah. passive over and over again. I mean, all credit